Hello everyone, my name is Mansagar from Learn with Mans. Today in this special session, we are going to understand the business process. Whenever we will go with line by line, okay, it's very simple process. So we will understand why we require to integrate the transport management with the EWM. We have the different integrations, production planning, okay, different integrations we have ad hoc integrations. But in this session specialization, I will explain you why we require the integration TU with EWM and what is the pillars. Once I will explain you. Whenever we want to integrate different kind of business functionality to our warehouse or with the EWM, we use the integration process. Okay, so suppose we have the production area, okay, where we produce the products. How we integrate that into the EWM? So we need an integration process. Okay, that's why whenever we are going to send or receive the product from suppose we are going to send the product to the customers, okay, then in that situation, how we send the product to the customers? Suppose we want to send some material to our customers, we require vehicle, transportable unit, lorry, truck, the different way of the transportation like cargo ships, okay, or some of the planes, okay, which holds the like handling units, which holds the products. It depends, or goods train, okay. So in this session we will understand basic pillars, so and the different kind of sub pillars when we talk about the processes. So first thing, our main requirement to send the materials to the customers, okay. So in normal EWM or in EWM processes, we use the handling unit management, okay. In my some of the specialization books, training classes, practically I explain on the embedded server system how we can create the handling unit, nested handling unit, okay, or how we can create a normal handling unit with the deliveries. But when we come to the SAP transport management integration with EWM, here we have one of the concept we call freight unit, which is same works as an handling unit, or this is a handling unit also, but here the name is different. Here we pronounce freight unit. In EWM we call handling unit, and here we call freight unit. So depends upon the business to business requirement, we take the decision. For an example, we have SAP transport management integration with EWM. We have a lots of outbound deliveries processes, okay. We are sending lots of goods to our customers, to the businesses. In that situation, we will use direct integration, or we can use direct integration, okay. So the decision comes with the business to business requirement and through the higher management, okay. And if we know, we can suggest as a consultants or architect, we can suggest to the businesses. So we have the more integration, which is the parts, which is the pillars when we talk about the SAP TM EWM integration. Transit warehousing, we have the different significances for this transit warehousing, okay. We have the advanced shipping and receiving process, which is more advanced, okay, contain advanced processes, warehouse billings. So each and every process we have here the different significance, okay, different benefits, different uses. For lots of inbound deliveries we can use or we use the transit warehousing, okay, which comes under the where transport management with EWM integration. But if you are going to use direct integration, transit warehousing, okay, or advanced shipping and receiving process, one of the thing is common here, which is the order. Like if you will work with the sales order, outbound delivery, or either you will work with the purchase order or inbound delivery, okay. The main thing here is the order. We call freight order, okay. In the normal EWM side, we call sales order, outbound delivery order, or purchase order, or inbound delivery order. But when we talk about the transport management with EWM integration, TM side we call freight orders, okay. So let's take a simple example. Come to the EWM again. In the EWM we call purchase order and inbound delivery order. Then we create an handling unit, and what handling unit contains? Materials, okay, materials, okay. In the same way, my dear friends, when we work with the SAP TM EWM integration or SAP TM transport management system with the server, here we use the freight order concept. So freight order, like in the EWM we have the inbound delivery order, purchase order, then inbound delivery order, then it contains material, because we have received the material. For an example, material is the main thing right here. So in the same way with the freight order, when we talk about, so freight order should contain material, and how we manage the material in the optimization way? We use the handling unit in the normal EWM, because whenever we are going to place the goods, okay, we require to place the goods. We can place the good directly in open state, but if we place the good in the proper packed manner, laminated manner inside the handling unit, so it's an easier first thing to be picked, very easier to pick, time saving process. We can pick very in an easiest way, right? Through the high reach cranes, through the stacker, loading, unloading also very easy, okay. So if you are going to unload the handling unit, okay, full pallet from the truck, it's an easy, multiple products you can save in that, you can unload, you can load, okay. In the same way, in the transport management we have the freight order. Freight order contains one of the concept, which is the pillar, the backbone of this TM EWM or TM transport management integration or TM. What is the backbone? Freight unit, handling unit. Freight unit, it same is handling unit. So freight unit contains simple thing, material, details. Suppose I am going to send the product from the, very simple example, from the Bhopal to Pune location, okay. So source is the Bhopal, destination is the Pune, and suppose we have the multiple customer only in the Pune. So we use the management technique, which the HU we should place first, then again for unloading purposes. So here the backbone or is the major thing here is the freight order, and the major thing is here is freight unit, which is the handling unit, which contains material, okay. So today in this session again we are going to send the process, the benefits of the freight units. Very simple. Freight unit, it's nothing but an handling unit. It's a package. Simple thing. What is the meaning of the package? Okay. Package means it contains something inside. Okay. Like similar way we have freight unit, handling unit or package. Okay. All are same thing. So whenever we are trying to create manually or should be created automatically the freight unit, which is handling unit, we have here the different process. Okay, so suppose I want to create the freight unit automatically. Okay, whenever I am going to create the purchase order or inbound delivery, the freight unit in the system should be created automatically. How system will create the freight unit? Either manually or automatically. Okay, system takes the help from whom? Two friends. Okay, the first is the freight unit building rule. We have the specific transaction code. Okay, /n/UI2FLP freight unit building rule, which is the another name unified package building. Okay, package, freight unit, handling unit, all are same. Package builder, all are same. Package, collection of something. Handling units, it's an handling units. Package, freight unit contains something. So whenever system is trying to create automatically freight unit, handling unit to send the goods to our customer, here few things play the major role. The first thing, freight unit building rule. The transaction code is /n/UI2FLP then FLP, which is the freight unit building rule. Another point is unified package builder, package handling unit, freight unit builder. Okay, and freight unit type. Those works together to build a specific freight unit. Okay, and suppose we want whenever my inbound delivery is going to be created before we create the purchase order. Okay, I want the freight unit should be created automatically immediately in the system. So here we have the concepts called, which is the very important control keys. Control keys, freight unit building rule or unified package builder. Okay, engine, unified package builder engine, freight unit building rule. Okay, and we have also freight unit type works together to construct, to build a freight unit to send the goods to the customer. Very simple thing, first point. Another point, let's come to the control keys. Control keys controls the way to create a freight unit. Simple. Through the control keys, we have the different digits 0052, 0051, 0056, 0055, depends about the process you are going to use. Inbound delivery process if you are using outbound delivery process, so it totally depends. Okay, so these are the standard control keys we have in the system. Very simple thing. Control keys controls the process, the way we are going to build or construct a freight unit in the system. Two things help here. Freight unit building rule, which is the unified package builder engine, and freight unit type. Okay, so if you're looking for trainings, consultation supports, resume preparation, career guidance, because many students they reach me. Okay, even I have the some of the supports groups. So in there is we are looking for, we took the training, so we are taking the we are looking for a job. Okay, so these are the specialization explanation for that students, which will help to them a lot. Okay, to crack an interview, to explain the process in the interview. Okay, so that's why I do this as much as possible. I try my best. Okay, another thing is, when we talk about the control keys, So we have the different process. Sales